question, raise your hand, and I'll kind of work our way through the room. Go ahead and start us off, Mason.
Glenn, I guess just now that you've had time to reflect on it, how was that trip to the Bahamas for you, and what do you feel like you and the rest of the team learned about each other through that tournament?
The Bahamas was amazing, man. We came there for a business trip. Like in them kind of trips, you want to come in there and win every game you can. So I feel like us leaving with the championship was great. I feel like we know we got a bunch of winners in that gym. On the team, you 1 through 13 could be starter, could have a big game. So I feel like we just got more trust in each other. And I feel like that trip made us become more closer too and tight knit.
Cool.
Glenn, it seemed like last week, the national stage kind of got to see Jeremiah for the first time. What did you see from him throughout the trip and all season?
Man, no different, man. Day in, day out, he's the same person. I tell a lot of people, like, he's way more mature. His game is way more mature than his age. Like, he take this his sport serious. Like, he's the guy that's in the gym, first one in the gym, last one to leave. So each and every day I come here, I see him. So it was no surprise that what's done in the dark can come to light. So it was no surprise to the team. He do it every day in practice.
Okay, back.
I mean, I know preseason polls don't mean a whole lot, but seeing you guys be picked 15th out of 16 teams in the SEC, how has that fired you guys up through the first few games of the 2024 season?
Like Coach said, we don't worry about the rankings, the preseason. Coach was telling us that early in the season. The guys in the locker room, we believe that we were one of the best teams in the SEC, and we was going to show everybody. And that's what we're doing. We still got more work to do, but I feel like we woken a lot of people up.
Jesse?
Glenn, you mentioned how important the week was for the team getting closer, things like that. But in terms of on the floor, how important were those few games in terms of finding an identity maybe on both ends of the floor?
It was very important, especially playing 3 games in 3 days. We just seen how tough our team was, especially playing the guys that we played. Like, we played great teams, Arizona. Like, we played great teams. So I feel like that was big. I'm very appreciative of us being in that tournament, especially with me. My last 2 tournaments didn't go well in my career, so I feel like for all the seniors, it was a great way to go out and a great way just to start and going into SEC play. So I feel like it was big.
Well, you mentioned that you had some big buckets in that Louisville game. Just how important was that for you, just in terms of your first season here, getting more comfortable, more acclimated, things like that?
Yeah. So my game is I try to do whatever to win. So I feel like coming down in the crunch, I knew a lot of guys was tired. Like Jay Moore, he gave us a big boost. Like that whole weekend, Jeremiah, a couple of guys got in foul trouble. So I knew I just had to assert myself some type of way, and I just let my game take over. Honestly, I trust in the process, and I believe in my game, and I'm confident in my game. So it just came to it.
Okay.
Glenn, it seems like when you're on the floor, you really help out the team rebounding wise, and I know it was a tough rebounding day against Louisville, even though you guys won the game.
Yeah.
Talk about that aspect of the team. Can you guys rebound better in the future, you think?
Yeah, that's a big thing. We knew Louisville was going to come in and crash the grass, especially with the lineup where we started a little bit small. So we knew that was a big thing, crashing the glass. That's something we're going to get better at. Like, no way they should have offense rebounded us by 20 boards. Like, we can't let that happen. But it's all a learning lesson. Like Coach said, we're going to be the best team in the country about getting better. And I feel like that's what we hung our head on, like, each and every day, each and every game, just getting better. So you'll for sure see us get better in that aspect.
Right?
You guys have a lot of veterans, but when it comes to those last 2 minutes in those games, making that process smoother, is that something you guys have to kind of go through and work that out together to maybe extend those leads there in the last couple of some of these games?
Yeah, like our last few games, I feel like we've been doing better with just getting stops. I feel like early in the season we really wasn't getting them stops, but we had the lead, so it played in our favor. But yeah, like you said, a couple of them guys, because we're all mature and older. Even our younger guys are mature and older. So I feel like that's going to be big, especially coming to SEC play. Every possession matters. So I feel like we got to be big on that.
Cool.
Glenn, Porter talked to us after the East Texas A&M game just about the conversation he had with you about coming off the bench and you obviously had your best game. that game. How do you kind of use that to build yourself more as a leader and then kind of build off of that?
Yeah, I feel like these last few games when we've been starting small, we've been off to a great start. So I feel like what Coach Porter's seen, and I trust in his process. I feel like I know whenever I come off the bench, I'm gonna try to give him my all. I'm gonna try to help and insert myself to win, to do whatever for the team that takes the win. So it's either that's rebounding, scoring, my defensive presence, or whatever. So I feel like I trust in the whole team trusts in Porter and the coaching staff plan for us, and it's been working.
Trey?
Glenn, how can you guys carry the momentum that you picked up from the Bahamas win and those 3 big games down there? How can you carry that into the game against Georgia Tech tomorrow and then the remainder of the season moving forward?
Yeah, like we all know, it's a quick turnover. We really didn't get a day off. We was in here yesterday, so I feel like it's gonna be great. It's really gonna show what our team, how tough our team is, especially not having a day off, playing 3 games. 3 games in 3 days. But I feel like we're all fired up right now. I feel like everybody knows we got to bring it tomorrow. Georgia Tech's a great team. A couple guys transferred from here, as we know. So I feel like they're going to bring their best game. So I know we just got to be ready. Everybody in the locker room knows that.
Okay, Bolden?
Just, you mentioned that. Do you guys ever talk about that, or just in this portal era that, so many guys transfer, come and go, stuff like that? Do you guys talk about playing JV tomorrow? I know you weren't here, but some of the guys were.
Yeah, a lot of the guys know. He was a big part of the team last year, so I feel like we all know. We don't really talk about it a lot. We really more on like focusing on our group and what we have to do and the little things we have to do. But we all know if he does play, he's going to try to have a big game.
Any additional questions for Glenn?